Hello and welcome back to Hempfield Happenings. My name is Sarah Buckby.
And my name is Carter Javar.
This month we are diving into our school's theme for this year,
Trying new things.
The district values going out of your comfort zone and encourages students and staff to implement this into their experience at Hempfield.
This episode highlights monumental projects like the plans for our new school to the recent events in our sports world and covers everything in between.
Together, let's explore what it means to try new things and why it's such a meaningful motto for our school community.
This is Hempfield Happenings.
The Hempfield School District kicked off the theme of trying new things by sharing a building plan for a brand new high school.
Noah Valley looked into the timeline of this project, the shift of learning environments during construction, and the administration's view for the new building.
I can't wait to see the new building. Let's take a look.
But I do need you to understand that in all of that time, nothing has been done to Hempfield High School.
In 2024, the Hempfield School District made the decision to begin constructing a new chapter of Hempfield High School. The new hybrid high school will include both new construction and a renovation. After over a year of design work, the district is in the process of finalizing contracts in order to start construction in the summer of 2026. The building has been untouched since the 1990s and now stands over 3 decades without any modifications. Many students who attend are still sitting in the same desks and eating at the same tables as their parents who also went to Hempfield. The original design was exceptional, and the interior has endured remarkably well over the years.
I think one of the main things that started it was absolutely looking at enrollment and does the building have the capacity that we need now and in the coming years. Not just the size, but also the way education is done now.
Hempfield High School looks fantastic in the hallways. The paint still looks good. We've lots of good upkeep on the floor, and walking the halls, you don't really see it. It's the things that are behind the walls that are failing: plumbing, electrical, heating systems, roof systems.
Students who are attending Hempfield High School during the construction process should experience minimal disruptions to their regular school day, aside from some lost parking lots and entrances.
Some of that is to be determined, but here's what I can share so far. One of the advantages, and I really thank the school board for going with this direction of a project, we don't need trailers. We don't need portable units. We're going to have pretty much access to all of Buchanan and Franklin while they're building the new portion.
The state of Pennsylvania mandates that every classroom must have at least 15 square feet of space per student, and some of Hempfield High School's classrooms just don't meet that requirement. The board and administration are most excited about the larger classrooms, among other features and upgrades, at the new Hempfield High School.
The new building, the entire thing is 3 stories. So we don't have a part that's 2 and a part that's 3. So everything's 3 stories, and it gets a little bit, it's not as spread out. So like farthest corner to farthest corner isn't as far. We have more vertical alignment and much better circulation. Everything, there's no hallway you go to the end of and then you can't go anywhere.
People that come to our building are generally confused. We have not an obvious entrance. Do you go to the Buchanan? Do you go to the Franklin? Do you come in the gym? And what is our entrance? So I think the new design really eliminates some of that confusion when even just parents coming to the building. Should I drop this off for my kid at Buchanan or at Franklin, or pick them up for the nurse at here or there? So I think it's going to eliminate a lot of confusion.
Another major barrier for the project is the cost of the new school and its funding. Assuming no additional expenses or delays, the current budget for the project is $211 million. The school board has already allocated approximately $60 million, leaving about $150 million more to be secured.
We've been saving for it over a short number of years that we've been putting money aside. But unfortunately, the way things work in Pennsylvania is that the largest burden does fall to the taxpayers.
In June 2026, groundbreaking will commence on the new addition of Hempfield High School, with construction continuing into 2027. During this period, students will experience limited disruptions. By 2028, they will occupy the newly constructed addition while the Buchanan wing undergoes renovation. In 2029, students will move into the renovated space, and in 2030, the project will be complete by demolishing the existing areas and building a parking lot. Additionally, the Hempfield administration is expected to have a third community forum this spring to clarify some additional logistics of the project. For Hempfield Happenings, I'm Noah Valley.
That's okay. You can go directly to our website, hempfieldsd.org, scroll all the way to the bottom, and there's a section around building for our future.
Thanks, Noah. What an exciting look at our new high school building. It's amazing to see the progress and imagine all the new opportunities it will bring to the next generation of Hempfield students. Moving on, it is my pleasure to introduce our panel discussion for this episode. Joining us today are Dr. Kate Huff, one of our student council advisors, Mr. Lee Hawley, a science teacher and gifted sport instructor, Talia Liebert, a junior here at Hempfield, and Stefan Coyne, a sophomore. We're looking forward to hearing from each of you as we dive into some topics involving our school community. Our theme at the high school this year is try new things. And with that, the students and staff are encouraged to experiment with things that may not be as comfortable as usual. For example, like joining a new club or more challenging classes. If there's any advice for students to step out of their comfort zone and try some new things this year?
I think the best time of your life to take a chance is when you're young and you don't really know any better. I think as we get older and maybe jaded in life or profession or what have you, it's harder to take chances and take risks.
So in student council, we've done a lot of new events, especially like our pep rallies are huge. I think that's definitely a new thing that I know a lot of people haven't experienced yet in high school, which is another thing. We do like the fall flings and all that other stuff, so that really helps people become aware of clubs. Like the fall fling, you have club like stands, and people can go around, figure it out. That's another really good way for clubs to get their name out there and people to try new things. So yeah, I think that's another really good thing.
I know one thing that a lot of the students benefit from was the club forum here at Hempfield. A lot of students didn't know how many clubs we did have here at Hempfield and what each one of them did for the school. Another important aspect to consider, though, is during the goal setting and risk-taking process, the impact of social media throughout all of this. And how do you think social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat influence people's perspective on trying new things? And do you believe that it has a positive or a negative impact?
So I do think that this year it's had definitely a positive impact for us. So one of the things that Student Council did last year was we visited another high school, and one of the things that they told us, their recommendation, was that in order for you to get the word out for the events that you're hosting and to get students to participate in what it is that you're doing, you need to put the word out on social media. So create different accounts for your clubs, make funny little videos, do something with signs, put music in the background, and try to get students to watch them, because then it can advertise what you have coming up. So I definitely think that it has really served a positive purpose to get people to know about what we've got going on this year.
And Stefan, you're a student here at Hempfield. Have you seen these like trends or TikToks or Instagram Reels or whatever that the Student Council has been producing?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, everyone's on these apps. Everyone's seeing them. It's grabbing everyone's attention, including me, actually. And I own one of the club accounts. So yeah, it definitely grabs most of our students' attentions and brings more people in. And I think it's very effective, but in a more positive way, definitely, because all those people on the internet seeing all this can really pull them in.
I'm going to go take a little bit different lens. Memories don't last forever, but a photograph or a post or something shared via social media can last forever. So I think that fear of taking a risk or trying a new club or maybe going out and volunteering at a pep rally, I see that the most. Students are terrified to go out because they don't want to trip, fall, sing, and be silly. So I think the tool can be phenomenal if used correctly, just like anything else. But I think now students have a heightened sense of, fear of missing out on something or fear of being included in something that can then be shared and spread throughout the community.
I also worry, I guess, too, that we assume that all students have access to all of this information on social media, but that may not always be the case. They might not be part of some of these different groups. They're not necessarily getting all the information. So to put something out there, I think the assumption is, oh, everybody will see it, everybody will know about it, that's how they'll get their information. But that may not always be the case, and so we might need to be a little bit more proactive about how we advertise, the sites that are going to give you the best information throughout the year, and ways that you can find out what you need to know.
Now, circling back with social media and technology, there is the use of AI. And how does AI impact the students' work ethic and how they perform in the classroom?
I think it's definitely helped. I mean, in student council, we've used it to help generate ideas for like a type of game we want to do in our pep rallies, and it's really helped. And then we all of our ideas kind of get generated to that. So it kind of does definitely help.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely comes with pros and cons. It's definitely taken over, and we have to accept that. But as a student, it is definitely a great resource, but it also is a risk because, like they are saying, it's definitely not yourself, and that can come with consequences and disciplinary.
I am a teacher of a science fiction course, though, so I am not anti-artificial intelligence at all. I think as teachers, it's our job to realize that this is not going away. This is something that is going to be part of our lives in many different ways. And so we need to teach students how to navigate it, how to use it, how to perhaps use it in educational settings as a tool so that you can use it to help you guide research, to consider some possible questions, to look at different perspectives, and then kind of go from there with your own information and your own research.
And with that, I'd like to thank you guys for coming out today, for sharing your time and your insight on the questions that I asked today. We hope this inspires everyone in the community to reflect on these issues and stay engaged in the community. Now, Noah Valley is stepping back up to the plate to share more information about something new here at Hempfield, the construction and renovation of our baseball and softball fields. This project marks a significant improvement of our student athletes and a great enhancement to the overall campus. Now, I'll turn it over to Noah to provide more details about the project.
This milestone represents more than a construction project.
Right now, this space behind me looks like grass, but soon enough, it will transform into a brand new baseball field. This is part of the Hempfield Athletic Department's ongoing initiative to modernize the athletic facilities, including both the baseball and softball fields. This October, Hempfield High School's athletic department celebrated the groundbreaking of their new baseball and softball fields. The event began with the Hempfield superintendent, Hempfield High School principal, and Hempfield School District athletic director providing an update on the project. They discussed the project's locations, features, and timeline. Instead of the traditional ribbon cutting or shovels in the ground ceremony, the baseball and softball teams took a fun and unique approach. They played a game of wiffle ball on the field to mark the special occasion. The baseball and softball players were mixed up and placed on either the red or black teams. In addition, both fields clearly require upgrades.
These dugouts that I'm sitting in, these dugouts aren't adequate. I mean, they don't even fit our teams. There's no depth to them. So at the baseball and softball complex, there's going to be much nicer dugouts that can actually accommodate a full team. They're going to be a lot deeper so people can sit and they're not like smashed against each other. You look out in our fields, the scoreboard is an ugly green for a scoreboard. It even blends in with the trees. You don't even really see it.
So we have a grass infield, and when it turns into dirt, the lip like sucks. It can cause the ball to like skip off the ground and hop over our infielders. So leveling that out on the new field would be like a really big thing that they could do. But another big thing is the outfield is like that. So it's super bumpy. I've had guys twist their ankles. It's not great for playing on. It's a bit of a challenge, but we've overcome it as it is. But having a flat outfield would be really nice.
Well, currently we have probably one of the older fields in the league, and drainage is a major issue for ours right now because I believe the infield sits on just earth. There's no substrate underneath. So the fact that they're redoing the infield and adding drainage is going to be a world difference. Instead of waiting multiple days to play after rain, we should be able to play, the next day.
The current dugouts are approximately 6 feet deep, which makes it difficult for the players to move past each other and also restricts the coaches' communication with their teams. The new dugouts will have over double the depth, exceeding 12 feet. Additionally, the fence will be positioned further away from the dugout, providing plenty of space for the players to move and for the coaches to huddle with their entire group.
I think it's going to generate more excitement around softball because, like I said, we have one of the oldest fields. So when we go away fields that are newer, they're kind of envious. So the fact that they know that they're getting basically a new field, the excitement's building, and especially for the 8th graders and 7th graders are going to be the first class, new class to see the new field and be on it. It's generating a lot of buzz within the youth program as well.
New facilities can surely generate excitement for baseball and softball teams, but ultimately, talent and hard work are what truly determine a team's success.
The thing about Hempfield is that it's always just come down to talent. It has nothing to do with the field. We're going to be great if we're going to be great, and if we're not, we're not. But the next few classes look pretty solid, so I think that there will be some good baseball played here for the next few generations.
While construction of the new baseball field has already commenced, the baseball and softball teams will continue to play at their current location for the spring 2026 season. However, in the summer of 2026, the fields will be demolished and renovations will begin. Both fields are expected to be completed in time for the spring 2027 baseball and softball seasons. In the end, the red team ended up winning the game 11-5. For Hempfield Happenings, I'm Noah Valley.
Continuing in the sports world, the junior-senior football game was an exciting way to bring the energy for upperclassmen as they prepared for homecoming weekend.
Sarah, did you play in the junior-senior game?
I didn't get to, but my friend Reese Geiger explored how participation in this event was new to many players and why it showed uniqueness in their high school experience.
For most 12th graders, senior year is a great time to try new things, and what better way to do it than the annual junior-senior game. The junior-senior game is a school-organized event where seniors and juniors go against each other in a game of flag football, while the boys are the cheerleaders. For seniors, this is their last chance to experience playing in this event, and there are so many reasons why they decided to join.
Okay, I did this for senior year because, one, I never did anything during school other than CTC, so I wanted to add something next to my name on the senior year.
Be involved in a bunch of different things, and Powder Puff seemed like a way to connect with my friends.
And it's fun. I watched it last year. It was really fun.
Not only does the game provide a place for involvement, it gives students a chance to connect with people they wouldn't expect to meet.
Yes, there are people I talk to now that I haven't before, and I think it's just great.
Not only is the game important for players, but also for the cheerleaders.
Because I did it last year, it was really fun, and I wanted to do it one last time before I can't anymore.
In the upcoming years, these seniors will be on their own pursuing their careers and meeting new people. And this is one of the last high school events they will ever have.
But it's just I can do this thing one last time before we're all adults and we're all grown up.
The junior-senior game is also the place where the 2025-2026 homecoming king is announced. All the candidates walk out with their escorts where they wait in anticipation to see who will be crowned. The 2025 homecoming king is
Yeah, so when they said my name, I was kind of like, what do I do? What do I do? Like, where should I go? What do I do? I feel like I was more so overwhelmed and confused than immediately happy. But then when I realized what was going on, I was really happy. And the best part of it was all my grandparents and aunts and uncles were there. So when I got to see them afterwards and give them hugs, it was really nice.
The last quarter of the game was tight, with the juniors not far behind the seniors' leading score.
That's the thing. You guys are blocking them, opening up, and that's what matters.
With the time ticking, the seniors kept pushing towards their long-awaited victory.
You kind of have to win your senior year, so...
In the end, the seniors brought home the win with an end score of 27-20.
You know what, being a senior has pros and cons, it's bittersweet, but I'm so happy that we won. I was actually getting scared for a while, but I knew deep down that we would win because we're seniors.
The junior-senior game was full of friendship, hard work, and even some surprises. For Hempfield Happenings, I'm Reese Geiger.
Fox 43 News offered a new opportunity for Hempfield students to create a short highlight reel for Friday night football games that airs on local TV for their football frenzy.
One of our new CommTech 2 students, Grace Wagner, highlighted this exciting opportunity for our CommTech classes.
Welcome back to another show, Hempfield.
Today's October 3rd, Win 3, and here are today's announcements.
As a part of Hempfield's CommTech classes, there are endless in-class and out-of-class activities and events you can partake in.
Hey guys, it's Allison again.
The CommTech classes offer a variety of new and professional opportunities, like STN and Fox 43.
STN is the Student Television Network, so it's not just nationwide, but it's worldwide. So it's a bunch of students in high school who come together and they use their skills to make like commercials, news magazines, sports media.
Once a part of an ELA class, CommTech now offers 7 courses available over a high school career to prepare students for their future.
Besides CommTech 1, where it's every other day, I've been in this classroom every single day throughout high school.
Along with STN, another out-of-school opportunity just took off this year, football highlights for Fox 43, just adding to the endless amount of opportunities.
This past year, we're trying something out new. Me and Mr. Bender found a connection with Fox 43, which is a partner of the major news branch, Fox.
With the amazing opportunity for Fox 43, the filmed highlights were edited together and sent to them with a strict deadline every game day. The sequence was aired on their 10 o'clock news that night as a part of their weekly football frenzy.
It's an amazing opportunity because it gives us professional experience inside the workforce of a major news company. And honestly, it works in sports as well. So it's something that I really enjoy doing. And I know my crew definitely likes it too.
From being a part of the announcements to getting opportunities to make your own segments or even film for a local news station, CommTech is something any student can get involved in. For Studio 7, I'm Grace Wagner.
Thank you to Grace and all the other students involved. Now, let's take a quick look at some of the new things that schools all across Hempfield have been trying over the past few weeks. First off, students at Landisville Middle School got to participate in a new event for Veterans Day. This basketball game not only brought competition for both the 7th and 8th graders, but also educated them on history that was unfamiliar to them beforehand. Moving over to the elementary schools, Centerville had an exciting time watching their teachers race through the gym in their wackiest inflatable costumes. From farm animals to flamingos, teachers competed in this event to show the students something unique to keep spirits high. Students at Roarstown Elementary were thankful for making new friends as they had their annual Friendsgiving event where each student had the opportunity to make a personalized placemat. And lastly, turning over to East P Elementary, a new art grant provided students with materials that aided them in activities, helping spark the creativity in their young minds. Amelia Casanova investigated this grant and its impact on the elementary schoolers.
Art is an important part of early development, and the East Petersburg Elementary School art teacher understands that. Earlier this school year, Mrs. Rupp submitted a grant to the Hempfield Foundation to provide her students with a new resource for their creativity, sketchbooks.
I think students having ownership over their artwork is probably one of the most important things that we can teach our kids and give our kids the opportunity to have. These sketchbooks and this activity that the Hempfield Foundation facilitated was just so helpful and so instrumental in providing that.
I like how fun it is and all the cool designs we get to do and all the painting, drawing.
I got to create it the way I wanted to create it, and I got to choose the colors that I want, so make it feel like me and design it the way I love to design things.
Kids were able to use different painting techniques that they hadn't done before. We created multiple layers on our sketchbook covers, and then incorporated drawing and kind of layering and laminating things together so that they had their own unique take on it, but it's steps in a process that the students haven't done before.
We put it together and now we're starting to use it.
We use them every class period for prompts and to generate ideas and to keep resources in there, and we'll refer back to those things.
I just like how fun it is to socialize and draw and express your feelings.
So I thought they could have a space to keep all of that is really special and kind of personal to them, and then they can fill up with extra pages at the end of the year and take that with them, of course.
While the sketchbooks themselves are valuable, there's an importance to why the kids are practicing art as a whole as well.
Art is a universal expressive language, and it is so important for kids to take ownership of that. It's all over our community, it's all over our history.
You get to enjoy something that you like.
It's fun. We get to make all these different types of art things.
You get to be creative and be yourself and make art. And art doesn't always have to be, art is beautiful in its own way, and any art can be pretty. Art is important so people can express who they are and the stories that they have went through in their lives. Kind of gives you a break in between the day to be yourself and be creative about things you wouldn't be able to do in a normal class.
When they leave elementary school, and they'll have that as that piece of art class from their elementary school career before they go into middle school in art. To give kids a connection to that early on just makes them stronger people and makes them more equipped to express themselves and be understood by others.
All in all, the grant provided by the Hempfield Foundation has been a supportive aid to the creative learning of East Petersburg Elementary School's art program. For Hempfield Happenings, I'm Amelia Casanova.
Oh, this one actually looks really good, Silas.
Well, that concludes this episode of Hempfield Happenings. We hope today's stories inspired you to step outside of your comfort zone and explore something new in your own life.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next month.